college basketball game. That was terrific. It's not very often that you shoot 63% and feel like you need all of that to win. I said this, Dusty's team is as connected as any team I've seen. I think there is the best passing team in college basketball, the best team I've seen, and which makes what we did tonight even better from my standpoint, because that's a team that's 100 plus practices last year, 40 games, Final Four, an off season, and now this year back together. And that's so rare in today's world. And for our group to fight them is one of the reasons I was very excited about this game. Obviously, the cause and Jimmy V is the main reason, but for our basketball team, there was a lot of growth, and every game takes on its own identity. The one we played, Saturday was completely different than this one, and it was nice to be able to adjust and make the adjustments we need. So, all in all, nice win, and ecstatic to get on a plane and get ready for Tennessee.
Coach, the second half was a bit of a battle of runs there. Both teams had multiple score possessions before you guys went and put it home. Talk to me about that don't give up mentality and what you may have said to the players there in the second half.
Well, that's our saying, everyday guys, and I put it on the board. I put his quote on the board before every game, know the thrill of an all-out effort. And we want you to be tired after a game. We want you to not leave anything on the court. There were a lot of runs. I think we had a 14-0 run, kind of separate there. It's a 40-minute game. It's not anything short of that. You've got to stay in tune with what you do. You've got to make defensive stops. We couldn't, it felt like we kept fouling them and putting them on the line, and that's how they were scoring. But, we held up and got a couple stops down the stretch, and that was important.
Coach, so you credit FAU as the best passing team in college basketball, and yet you held them to 0 fast break points, which is just very unlike them. I asked Terrence this, was this kind of the game plan to stop them in transition, and how did you really key in on this?
Yeah, we had a pretty good game, very similar team in Marquette at home, who plays very fast and is elite in transition, and we had to stop that. This team gets going in transition, making threes, and they can score 100 pretty easy. The game still was a lot of possessions, but I thought making them face us in the half court could take its toll over the course of time, and hopefully we could fatigue them out with our size and our physicality.
Brad, Marcus seemed like a guy you had to have in the portal. He's first to visit you. You didn't let him go anywhere else. Was it tonight, or show what went into that, and just what did you see from him tonight?
Gosh, are you saying I'm smart? Yeah, we knew his versatility, and we knew he's like you just said, he hasn't shot the ball great, and he's a really good shooter, but just a guy who can play multiple positions. I felt really comfortable. I had a player in the past, Thomas Walkup, who I'm not trying to compare those two, but could play power forward or could play point guard. And Marcus's passing is what sold me. And he became one of the can't-miss guys, and we knew he was capable of this, and what a show tonight.
Coach, Vlad Golden was +8 while he was on the floor tonight for FAU. What was he able to do to be successful while he was on the court, and then what were you guys able to do to be successful when he wasn't?
Well, Vlad's a really good player. He might be one of the candidates for most improved player in the country. But he can really score. We were actually, a little shocked seeing him shoot jump shots to open the game. But that's okay. But as long as he was shooting, they weren't shooting threes. And so it was okay. And, Coleman does a good job in there. He got a big stop late. He missed one. He missed a couple free throws. No, he's a really good player. He's an elite rim protector. He's in the top 2% block shots in the country. So he's a definite enforcer in the paint.
Coach, you're struggling from the free throw line coming into tonight, but 18 to 20, just fantastic. Something you don't stress, you talk about, or you just say it's going to come around?
All of the above. We've shot a ton here in the last week. We've kind of changed how we've done it. We've done some pretty intense conditioning and done it around that. Again, you get Marcus and Terrence to the line. Coleman's going to make him when the game's on the line. You get those guys to the line, and those are all really good free throw shooters. But I'm just glad we got to the line. It means we're playing aggressive, and this team's a good shooting team, so I don't doubt we'll make it eventually.
Brad, Justin Haron gave you a nice lift offensively off the bench. We talked about his.
Yeah, Justin's been terrific, and he's become very consistent in his practices, and in terms of practicing hard and intense every day, and going up against TJ every day, going up against Marcus every day, and so it's starting to pay off for him. Preparation leads to success, and his preparation is key. We know what he does defensively, but offensively we have a lot of faith in him. He's a very good catch and shoot guy. He's very good going downhill, and he showed that tonight.
Brad, you spoke about Coleman Hawkins. You just talked to us about just those winning plays he made down the stretch and just how important that is for the team.
Yeah, he's a senior. He's been in a lot of these. We were running action to him, with Vlad in, with Marcus, just a little high ball screen and popped it. And, they don't do much tagging or rotating. They stay out of rotation. And, Coleman steps up, makes a big shot. And, got his value shows up more than his numbers, because we spaced him in the corner all night. That pulls a defender out there. They cross matched. We posted him. He scored. Unfortunately, he was in a little foul trouble, but he was tremendous tonight. Did exactly what a senior should do: is hit a big three or a couple, and then make his free throws.
Okay, we got to finish. He'll be available.